Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Today's topic is a little bit of a strong topic, and it's just because it's something that I think we all as humans we collectively go through, and it's kind of an inevitable thing. Hopefully I said that word right. So we can either lose somebody physically from this earth, losing a life that you had before, either that be an impact of something life-changing, or grieving yourself, a version of you which was stronger, which was more powerful, that maybe after you lost somebody, your life changed, you started to lose yourself. And I feel like we always hear about grief and how to handle grief, how to navigate it, but really we don't ever hear about what impacts it's going to bring to you, because you will change and you will be a different version after grief. And this year within itself was a crazy year for me, because I feel like I went through all of those stages of losing someone physically from this earth, and then within that affecting cause, I lost a part of me. For me, it was losing my relationship, and then it was, now who am I now after? Because I feel like we tend to, all those feelings get to mixed up because you don't know what to focus on. You don't know what to focus on, the first thing, the second thing, the third thing, and you can't do it all together because it's a strong and overwhelming feeling, right? Obviously, firstly, I grieved the death of Lex, if you guys know her. An amazing person, and she will always be my sister to me. And then losing a relationship within that, although I have forgiven everything, there will still be a part of me where you are in this cycle of trying to find yourself. Then this caused you to lose yourself, and I am more than comfortable to be who I am now. It took me months to get here, and I think that it was the anxiety of waiting to get here, waiting to get to a point where I can now mentally process everything. Because at first, obviously, I couldn't. My mind was discombobulated. Okay, so that's what I was saying. And I'm sorry if I'm saying and so much. This topic makes me really nervous and anxious, and I'm going to be blunt with that because I get anxiety when it comes to these things, just because I think I know that I've gotten to the point where I'm comfortable, but deep down I feel like nothing ever truly heals, only within time. So you will always go through that process. I think the death, losing something life changing, etc., will be a hard thing to go through. Because I also would add that for me, while I was going through those two first things I mentioned, I also experienced a different way to navigate my family, because during that time my mom got diagnosed with cancer, and I feel like it was too much of an overwhelming feeling for myself, obviously for my mother herself, and for my other siblings. I think it united us, and although I wish it never happened, I was in such a mental disarray that with that diagnosis and the weeks and months coming after, I am thankful that made people unite with me and give me the support and give me the love that I truly needed at that time. And I think it was family and friends who really helped me navigate the grief that I was going through already, plus this new life that we have as in my family. And obviously, but bringing it back to why it is that I brought this topic up, and the timing is really important, because the end of the year is approaching us, and I lost a lot this year, emotionally and physically. And I was reflecting on my emotions, and I always used to be super excited for the new year, and I kind of lost that feeling up until the moment that I had to face why I was feeling that way. And it's because of so much loss that has been surrounded by me throughout this year. So I told myself, am I going to go into the new year or ending this year and remembering it as pain? Or would I do something to change how I feel now, to look back on this year, reflect, and that, yeah, I did go through a lot, but be proud and be admirable about how much strength it took to get to end the year and to still be looking forward for a new year, right? Obviously, the grief and the loss and life altering changes in your life will continue to follow you through the next years, maybe months, and maybe years, and maybe for the rest of your life, especially if it has been a loss of someone leaving this earth physically. I also want to say, I know it's not an easy thing. I think me sitting here and saying, oh, end the year right, end the year happy, end the year like this, end the, I myself am hoping and wishing I can end the year like that. But if I can't, I will be at least happy within myself that I tried and that I manifested it out and I put it out into the world, that I want this to happen. I want to be okay within the terms of everything that's happened, because I don't want to keep blaming myself. I don't want to keep hating myself. I don't want to keep going through all these emotions of the what ifs. If what if this would happen, what if that would have happened, because I feel like everything's written down for us. The universe is there and it's like writing all these things for us, but then I feel like we choose to let it affect us. And either if you believe in God, if you believe manifesting into the universe, whatever you believe in, I feel like something's already written for us, but we just have to get to that place. And we're not given a script or a manual saying what will happen while we're on our way to get to our destination. And that took me a long time to kind of decipher, because I know that I'm destined for greatness, and you might know you're destined for greatness, and you might feel that you will get all these things that you want, but you keep feeling like all these things are making you fumble. But the truth is that we were never promised all these things, famous, having money, having love, having happiness. We were promised peace, and we were promised peace because of the fact that we have to be okay within ourselves. And then I believe that we will get to the path that we want with dedication and motivation and just the power to wake up every day to actually do what we're supposed to do and set out to the world. I want to choose to end this year with that in mind, with that I won't know if I will keep losing people. I don't know if I will keep having these life altering effects into my life, but what I can do is I can choose to how to respond to them, how to act towards these things, and really still strive and look forward to the me at the end of the tunnel. I said this a lot to people that I come into interactions with in my day-to-day, that I'm happy that no matter what happened to me this year, throughout the losses that I've had to go through, I'm happy that I never lost who I am, who I truly am within myself, that I was just able to come back to me. Because I feel like when we lose people and when we go through life altering stages in our life, is that we tend to lose who we truly are. And looking back at pictures and videos of myself, I could see that I had that shadow towards me, but I am just happy that I'm still able to process these feelings. I'm still able to grieve. I'm still able to cry. But I'm also proud that I'm able to come back and be the Jessica that everybody knows. And I'm just giving myself one more point. One more point is added to my book for me, for just being able to be positive, although the negatives kind of overshadow it. But I try to be positive and stay positive. And with all that being said, guys, I hope that you guys are a little bit more graceful with yourself, have more patience for yourself, and have more love for yourself, especially through the years of first birthdays, first holidays, and first everything. They're always going to be the worst, and they're going to be the hardest, but know that time heals everything. Every wound will become a scar. The scar will always be there, but it will be healed. But deep down, you will remember it. But just know to always give yourself grace and love, and surround yourself by people that give that to you also. So thank you guys once again for always supporting me, for always giving me love, and I'll see you guys on the next one.